Keep watching. Love it when they do it to the boy need options. Whole team mobbing, whole team mobbing. When I come around, got the whole thing wobbing, wobbing, wobbing. When I come around, got the whole thing wobbing, wobbing.
Yo, what is going on, guys? It is your man Twist3dDrift3r1. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are here to discuss the new info that has come out from Gamescom about Forza Motorsport 7, guys. Now, as I said in my last video, was about Forza Motorsport 7, which was about back during E3. We talked about them having the 700 cars, the return of Suzuka, Maple Valley, Mugello, and the Dubai track. Well, to add to that car list, or that track list, excuse me, it has been confirmed that all the tracks will be pretty much carried over from FM6, plus the ones that are announced at E3 that will be returning and are new. So, 32 tracks in total with over 200 ribbons. That means we should be getting maybe some new ribbons. I have heard rumored that a lot of the old classic circuits will be coming back, guys, including the old Mugello, the old 66 Monza layout. I've heard that's a possibility of coming back. Not exactly sure, no word on what ribbons will be in the game yet, guys. But another thing I did find out is that each track is going to look completely different than it did in FM6, guys. Every track will now have HDR skies, new weather systems for each track, and every track will have dynamic weather and well, not every track will have dynamic weather, excuse me, certain tracks will have dynamic weather, but if I'm not mistaken, almost all the tracks will have dynamic time of day. Now, we also, guys, with the car packs that have been released, or the car reveal that has been going on, so far, all we have seen with the car reveal is cars that have been in previous games, and not really many new cars coming to the series. Now, that can be a good sign, because it means that I know during FH3, a lot of people were complaining about cars that had been returned or whatever being in the car packs, like cars that have already been in previous games being in those car packs. So what this is leading me to believe is, yeah, we still have one more week left of reveals, which is coming Tuesday, which should be the race cars, but it leads me to believe that in the DLCs, they're saving DLCs strictly for new content to the game, for like the new cars, maybe new tracks coming in. But that's what it's leading me to believe, guys. So definitely hoping I'm right on that one. If I am, that would be a surprise. I do know, as I said, 700 cars at launch. Now let's go and talk a little bit about the career mode, guys, and pretty much what Forza 7 is going to look like. But before we get into the career mode, of course, we are going to talk about the new main menu. It does have 5 tabs at the start, guys. The home menu, the single player menu, the multiplayer, the cars, and then the progress tab, as you guys are seeing right now on the screen overlaid. And then, of course, you see the career mode, the mods, the rivals, and pretty much all of that on the screen. Now, this is going to be amazing. I mean, the PC specs were released, and I should, on my computer, be able to run Forza 6 at 1080p at 45 to 60 FPS, which will be very nice to see. I know that they have also tested it to run on Ultrabook, which is surprising. That will run on i5 at 30 FPS at 720p on Intel integrated graphics. That just goes to show how optimized they were able to make Forza Motorsport 7. Now, those specs were surprising to me, and I was just blown away by that. However, I also heard on the PC there will not be split screen, guys. So for those of you who want to be on a PC, who play on PC, and you want a split screen with your brother or a friend of yours, I do apologize, but that is not going to happen according to what I have been hearing from Gamescom and seeing on the forums, okay? So, looks like split screen will not be an option for the PC players, but for Xbox, split screen does return as we would want it to. So that is a good thing to hear. But as I was saying, each track will have the HDR skies, and each one, they're taking technology from what Forza Horizon 3 and redoing those skies. And of course I just got way sidetracked there, I do apologize for that. Back to what I was saying about the career mode though. It is going to be like a progression system where you actually have to unlock cars. It reminds me a lot of like the Forza Motorsport 1, Forza Motorsport 2 days, where you unlock cars through showcases, you unlock cars as you progress through series. Certain divisions will be locked to a certain type of car. Of course, in each championship there's going to be like 6 or 7 championships, as you guys are seeing here. And each one, you have to go in, there will be a bunch of different divisions in each one, and you have to unlock cars through those. Now there will be, of course, certain cars that you can unlock through that, certain ways to unlock them. Some will be like through the showcases, like the autocross, the bowling, like what we had in FM6, and then others, as I said, will be done by championships. And Forza 7 has a huge focus, guys, on car collecting. So the more cars you collect, the higher your tier, which means the better rewards. And that's the cool thing about Forza 7 is with that, they're giving you the option to choose your reward as you level up. Like you can have an option between mod packs, discount on a car, cash, and the higher your collection tier, the more that you will have to go and choose. The bigger your reward, the higher your collection tier. So that is definitely something nice to see, that they are trying to bring back the progression. They are trying to go and amp up the career mode. And one thing that I did here is that with the career mode, how it's going to be points based, it'll carry over from division to division. So that is something nice to see. Now as we go and get into some of the screenshots that I took from where they were racing at Suzuka in the rain, guys. Yes, you will be able to race Suzuka in the rain, which is a huge thing. They have completely redone Suzuka, completely remastered it, and it just looks amazing, as you guys are seeing here. One thing I did notice is that you are able to go and have Suzuka with the rain and everything, but one thing I noticed during that is when the AI went off the track, guys, there was actually a caution, which I noticed. So, I mean, I'm not sure if there's going to be cautions, like track cautions like an F1 or whatever, but it did pull up a warning saying caution ahead, or caution, be careful up ahead or whatever, as you guys are seeing right here. So that is definitely huge to see coming into Forza, and does bring signs of hope towards what the game will have for education and maybe a more race experience. So that's definitely nice to hear. Wheel support has been announced that it is going to support a wide range of wheels on the PC. It'll even support PS4 wheels, and of course, as you all have heard, Guitar Hero, guitars, and Dance Revolution pads, if you want to try and pull something crazy to play Forza Motorsport 7. That's just something you could do according to what I've been hearing. So it does look like it will support whatever you want to use to play the game with. You have it, plug it, and it'll work with your PC. Apparently it will work. So that is interesting to hear, guys. Now no matter what you run on the Xbox, whether it's the 1S or the 1X, it will be running at 60 FPS according to what I have heard. So that is definitely something I'm anxious to be seeing there. Another thing that I have heard, guys, is that the driver suits, there will be like a loot box system to where you actually have, like in Battlefield and Overwatch and stuff like that, there's a loot box where you can unlock legendary, casual, or normal driver suits. And some of those I'm not sure if you'll have to pay to unlock those, or what's going to happen with those. But I do like how it's not all the driver suits will be available. You actually have to unlock them, and some will actually be legendary. I do like that. Sort of sounds a lot like a TF2, Overwatch, Battlefield type of thing there. So that's going to be interesting to see how exactly that is implemented. And I know a lot of people are looking forward to the demo, and in the Gamescom they said by the end of the month if not early next month, guys. So end of the month is what they said, but I'm guessing early next month is when we'll actually see the demo. I'm not exactly sure, but you know, guys, when that demo hits, you can see it here first on Twisted Drifter Gaming. So hopefully you guys are looking forward to seeing that. I know I'm looking forward to seeing that demo come out and definitely getting my hands on that, putting some content out for you guys with that demo. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this little sneak peek at what's coming with Forza Motorsport 7. I know I'm definitely hyped to see what happens with it. And it's just going to be huge, guys. The biggest car list, the biggest track roster out of any Forza game with the ribbons, and of course the very first Forza game to have 60 FPS on any console, with the PC being added, with it being fully rebuilt for the PC, guys. So I will be putting out some PC footage as well as Xbox footage, showing you guys how it runs on both. And hopefully you guys will be looking forward to that. I know I'm hyped. Hopefully you guys are hyped as well. Until next time, guys, it is your man Twisted Drifter. Always remember, mental health does matter. Do not be afraid to talk about your issues and seek help if you need it, guys. Always remember that your label does not define you. You are who you choose to be, and you can do, whatever you want to do in life, no matter what your label is. I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm out.